Utie oha echi ponkno. Needs FM.
Chairperson of the Ghana Education Service Council, me offer Michael Nsowah, na yinkunkubu say. Se ebribe mpo ena kunkunteni enkatenkwan ebaye na dia na abempo a ene yesi ekosa kiremu na processes bempo ene yekomu a yetimi adopto eye school uniform at least for the government sector eye JHS way. Ura Michael Nsowah yemo ha. Abana humpo etisen awie.
Oh, nyamia dawma. Hoye pa.
De nyamia se. Mpanimfu a mutuetua no se yetemonka na mo ho ya ne yensusu ya pe baabi agina hunu se onyame na waselect yan ya said the chairman general Canada nyina no divine selection.
Yeah.
Ghana Education Service processes ban ye firm etimi adopt say a particular uniform.
You adaka remedase. Ye medical ka say uniform na abeye the major product na enu aye kan ho asem no me wanwa kakra na mamenka say ya do the revised curriculum of this country eche nimdia awose emofra ku school omunya na kaminu say enu mombeye ayi say ede anase se mistano bibiri na begina so naka obi ate no ho ase say emre ampara emra so say yesisa eniema yetire wo school no say ne be ya mbofra nim die say be kwanim say nkwanim na say dia koye processor your first curriculum no ye ana uniform no wasam say DS management any ministry no adwin say abase yesesa uniform minim titi ne esiye oka efense enkatekwane kokonte the first time I met you eno amesesa mi that time kwala ise nya sa na friend ye faso ne say wo mo ebetie nti a eho abehia say yesesa uniform no wo mo ye mo discussion na wi so bibi ebe koso bia na o say ye de ba council na yesu ye share ya dweno nti on the third year 1.5 weeks ago ya ena sa issue no ba council meeting we share once a month by of course that day no so no and we presented the new curriculum the curriculum it took almost the whole meeting because any idea was it you really know say a sense curriculum ne fa baby ye JHS no CCR no ye pese ekoka SHS ho na nkwala ni nya more time to prepare for their exam at what level and I say at JHS SHS 3 no it ye ho akonya say anaso wo mu susu ye ne say ya ye anaso mo nya ade bi say o se sesan JHS one carry no na man kwala no ade we start here na wo mu ehu wo mu to say first na wo ne primary school abomu no na ene de ya peja wo mu ko secondary how be the lower secondary kwa yes at least they see themselves as truly part of the secondary level yes santa them enyema ewo mu na anase designs ewo mu ni nyina na enyema ekire no ni nyina wo mu echichi mu mo bia ehun se we the the part well from council point of view no you feel say they also to support and to go ahead na fe yankoye na council approve no afi na ebe ko ministry say a ministry na ekoto ama mofra anase any textile factory bi na ekoye ntitanwa na say hona eco procurement nti ana make 1.5 weeks ago ana a third April yana yes ajuma nti minim ni nti akofa o ye bebre ye bi no kura ko to say ya ma contract dada na friends, and you go to figures. And a procrastination be a menino encounter. Since you believe Argentina as council chairman, meaning. And I was a murder in the menu because am I a need for any discussion? Now, when I have free star, a go I didn't buy council now, you say, you develop contractor and the contract procedure and our procurement process doesn't take 1 week. The murder me, and that's what we use. I know Crano or say to me, Baba Boy, Maniana, to whom baby, I could get information. Once I have proven the process, there is up to them. Eti ada kamera ye minimum no.
Oh, quite unfortunate. You lose a mewofa. Mike Nsowah. With me, I was up on 050-600-0909. 050-600-0909. And what can I say? As a union, I focus a core and Tadia no as opposed to the curriculum. Your review said yes, no. The moon some obema yabemana kwenya na what me actually. As a thank God for Sino Hydro projects is surely a game changer, but we must make sure we get value for money. Mr. President, the NDC don't look committed in fighting this vigilantism. Please, Mr. President, you have the nation's support to fight this hooliganism. Mr. IGP, we don't want another late JB Dankwa Meda case saga again. No. Our security agency should please do competent job to get prosecution. That's all we ask for. And or they abba. Or say, why waste this precious this precious time to discuss this unimportant sign? Okay, quite unfortunately, no, and discuss cyanohydras in beer. Or say, Arakabri, good afternoon. Okay, me of my consumer assign Abasoya de Wasipa Papa. Wabanzua, enti mie musa wo. Wada Roma, yen shifty enko curriculum no na for yen samra back to the uniform. If it's a uniform no, ya na nye government schools kwasi ye twantare enane private schools kura se do mu twantare edi ebu awofo no. Ene akwala na tare Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday atade baako, ansa na Thursday atade baako, ansa na Friday atade baako. Enti akwakwa say ya na awofo no a bit worried. Normal accessory to school. Various schools in the bu awofo no. Now, yaka curriculum wo ka se review anything.
No. Yaka curriculum. Ma mefa me bo kono nkyase kakra. You see, all the things that have been planned in the school that take place both inside and outside the classroom. So, you see a birthday the cognitive, Senna Jimubi, you have a birthday, friends saying, social, say, obey socialize with people. You have birthday, physically, say, waiting in Impomo, a bed, you're better to Impomo. We are looking at all three. Nanini and Senina Kabumwa, and no, it do level at the amount of poverty as here. And no, your friend is syllabus. Name person will use the term subject because from the level, what's a TK, you say, oh, it's subjects. One restricted Akolano, knowledge also. Because the principle is children see knowledge as a whole, not in different compartments. In society, no, it's a syllabus. Yes, I say, you know, and Faswa. Also, it's in your fact at the early ages, I KG. It's also in again in curriculum terms. Knowledge areas are a worthwhile. A bit more for now, one more question, and no bit near Fatma. So, we are well grounded in those knowledge areas. A Buama, Omutini, a Bomodin, a Kumani. And these knowledge areas have been identified all over the world as numeracy and literacy. So, we have firm foundation in numeracy and literacy. A collegia, a idea of because literacy is about communication. communication in the sense that you can be out here. It work on a new, let's just say, the knowledge and I say, the new air coin, any numeracy. Where they are, the idea we are a kunta. It is a, which me, as the idea all kind of, which me, a boom kunta, or not you say, and in the end, say the book of here, mathematics in science, yeah, even rank okay, and yet, so that is the basis. Because looking at the present one now, higher subject based or objective based curriculum, and you might be brief. So, open saying in the end, you're well grounded. You need to approach it from a thematic approach, a thematic approach. HSS. So, would the areas like environment too far? The idea and no, I said, maybe many teachers are not used to that. And so, it's minimum and teacher environment and now the team now Obenya English and our communication room, Obenya numeracy, Obenya offense, the environment, Obenya values, attitudes, behavior in an hour. And no, but this year. Started from KG up to P3.
Na yemuso, Ms. Nsowah, sa current curriculum no, every ben ye shas here, a usu ye, na dear na kofa basentia, I was here such them.
Other cadre, and no woman say, current curriculum, many schools complain a woman need. Yeah, no correct. President Kufuor and a moment as report, following from it with the government white paper in 2004. And Yema or recommending not a translate into the curriculum for the schools. Now, curriculum is so Yamfa after the 2007, almost shot here, 2008, and we see a Kunyaso. Working generally, engineer where Satan number me abandon coy and yes, so Nicola retirement 2007. And to work in the engineer and CP, but almost you soon as I say, it's ocean one. Like I say, many of the schools be cry, women, the revised one, more or less, and of course, we better say mathematics, English, geography, but say over a purpose of making sure say something is added to the value of the syllabus now. No, say no, we concentrate to us. And you may say the current curriculum is using deficiencies in the degree, but in to and Kwalano were made to study too many areas. And two, time for completing the syllabus also limited. Into over where Kwalako already especially BC and HSS, the Brina and Momo because they didn't have much time to complete the syllabus. Two, training for the teachers also was not and many of them schools here open there. Who call her as a guest now? We are a brain. Some party one or chairman. So I say the same Unkalano could do a JHS 3. No more control national exam now. No more failing. Nature said there's a disconnect between what is being done in the school and the standards set at the national level. The BEC. It's not say I should say what is going on. So in this new one, we have factored in formative assessment. The formative at every point they are hold on. Have the children be able to achieve or imbibe the skills and knowledge also at P2, P4, P6. And Sakura and Yagana the new lower secondary hall. So because there was no national assessment in the system from so oriented KG say P1. This a national assessment here, a BC. It is a BB has gone wrong along the line in many of the schools. There's already taken too late. I mean, a friend summative assessment. Our concentration was on summative assessment. And to win in the annual officer, also, it's in Sacramona. No, you will say, and Quarano Queen in the young chairman, or Nadia, because this will be a JHS or to be Sanya, we say, hey, sir, and Quarao school, and I said, area idea, there's a woman there, as a monka education. It's a real thing about it. Traditional areas do and Quaram pass, yeah, and Quarabian few secondary school. There are areas across schools you are and Quara or a secondary school crowd. Studies I am. Who said Quara school in a traditional area, secondary school, or for a particular school, let me take it specific school for about 15 years. People feel are going to any church. During that, no, the among education system. No. It's not when you are informed the decision to yes, besides, and curriculum be an paper marker 5 years near review. They are 10 years, many you do a comprehensive review. So when you are informed, I study.
Teenagers say, Anna Moa, a report or no. I didn't feel saying and a recommendation by a use of current curriculum. I didn't feel saying.
City I can. Since 2007 to now, that is a 12 years.
As at 12 years, clearly, no. Chileni is a mischief bang any a person cure with a review now. And to tell us more, tell us more.
Tell you more. Oh, and it includes even saying, say, you are providing quality education. And when you look back, you realize that since President Kufuor ordered books for the basic schools, in all the 8 teachable subjects, if you have been books in the system have disappeared. So you cannot talk about quality when Acadia on the quality na abano edinyo. And you need a whole day to look at. No, not a whole day, but
it will be intimate in a baby in Casse. As a yard night, yes, so quadano tinkering with your friend is saying, warm future, by the fact to say 12-13 years in here. After yes, as a curricula 12 years ago, 13 years ago, by schools in the crutch as a woman, what it entails in the end day.
What can you and our old one?
I tell you, Busa say, Obijina baby can say, more Saba Bessano. Now I had to say the Debbie, so normal edodo. Now old one, Okra, can say, Mono can say, teacher for be cry and shed that in him what it is about.
Yeah. No, a friend says, curriculum, the assembly can the pepper moi, and can feel the action. Or say, your chance, yes, okay. And I say, teacher for school, no, schools now use this syllabus for 5 years. Well, of course, what kind of results in Ayena? And what kind of picture are we also getting from the whole body of knowledge that they man because if we are economy, one thing is why you are stressing in the new curriculum is if we are economy, and we must be abreast with what is going on in the world, and especially here you see the term the children or the graduates of our country have to compete with the rest of the people in the world or on the world market. Now, we have also seen world friends and competitions in the form of Tesla. Ghana could be since a friend say 11 you couldn't show my edu point to the crown. Ghana I withdraw it. I think 2015 and now 2014 Ghana withdraw because every other could be an they say you come from the bottom and just say yeah there and yes I there you did to poto. So when you know we are hoping say with the change of the curriculum now we should be able to test our strength on the international scene or international competitions. Yeah, who say and a client by truly no I'm a friend in the acquaintance.
Enti na ene die review yi be no die ne dia kwhye mu a die ye anya ne na ano no ye betimi anya ne nei.
First of all, especially at the lower level, we have introduced thematic approach. Thematic approach means at the same okay, and the people say KDA, has been reduced from 7 to 4. I don't just say areas in area, but instead of English language, Ghanaian language, wherever, Ghanaian language or wherever the school is, and numeracy. We are talking about numeracy, literacy. So the communication will pervade all the other areas now. Numeracy will pervade all the areas now. Attitude to work and honesty, all those things will also pervade everything. Now, and standing alone as religious and moral Christians, they are going to do this, especially at the lower level. But the emphasis is on if the child can read and understand, it is a major plus for any child in later years. It's very, very crucial. And the emphasis will be there when you are at that level. The emphasis will be on literacy and numeracy.
Enti when you emu no uniform no so no then e be kan.
Okay. Uniform and your man be kan on say. Of course, we didn't talk much about the upper levels. Now, no, the debate of about 3 years, 4 years at the secondary level, I'm saying, will be fed up. It has become boring. I say, when you're interested in the 3 year, 4 year, or pursue strengthening the secondary level. Now, one of the ways of strengthening the secondary, and I said, we'll bring a deviation, we say, you were 3 years, yes, and you were 3 years junior secondary. We want to look at it as part of the senior secondary. And the JHS will be the lower part of it. Yeah, some of the core areas, will be a lot of work will be done at that level, at the junior level. Send your baby a woman a senior level. The additional subjects now from electives near adjustment, and also they take take majority hours. Yeah, it doesn't mean that core areas will be so bad. The concentration will be on the elective areas. Yeah, a certain percentage will still be devoted to the core areas. There is a woman at time at almost subject areas. And one thing the cover say the man Kwarana and says here there. Woman need JHS be na still na iron hotel. The primary now we na all JHS. Who difference there or not because at the corner or this year abba. In TMP a different uniform, Emma woman. No more who said psychologically, they are no longer in the primary school mode, but they are now the secondary school mode because they are now looking different, and their behavior must also be different.
It not just GSS for no, more per se, look different from the lower primary for no, or from the secondary school for no.
No, they are no longer in that primary mode, but now they are part of the secondary mode, whether it's lower or junior, but they are still because working now syllabus and curriculum policy push them at the lower level of the senior secondary. It is also almost some including their outlook. And now, hopefully, psychologically, it will also influence their thinking and their behavior. That's all.
Now, we know a scientific say the fact of changing uniform, no, it may improve their behavioral standards.
Well, you see, if as a human being, your friend saying, your status hasn't changed. Or when your status changes, you want to see something outwardly. And outwardly, we think that, first of all, your uniform has changed. Two, of course, the work now, one more apart, which is different from the earlier one now, and more they are continuing the primary education. We also have impact that, look, you are now in the secondary level. That's why your uniform has changed. And your behavior should also change. Your attitude to work must also change because you are no longer continuing your primary practice, but you are going to be at the secondary level. And that is what it means.
Enti uniform no ufri se ensese omaima eka ho asem giving say
and there were various questions. For instance, let's look at the faith day schools. Sir, your friend Katikwane then
kunkuntene Katikwane
Kokodene Katikwa faith day schools no a presentation and no buy. Later on, the government of the day agrees say yes, they should use their colors, using the same texture. That's all. Now, that is a possibility. Everybody can say, yes, this is the design. This design can be in your colors. And meaning said no, yeah, big issue. Rather than the main import. By this thing, I think we should be concentrating in that area.
Now, say generally, parents are woman back private school, public school, especially the private schools, you know. Proprietors, directors, handlers of such school, no, almost the prices of such uniform. Parents, quite worrisome. How my parents pay. There were guidelines be in schools choosing uniform and how many of them they will require and the designs. As a school or no more. You can imagine a material 1 year the crowd the bedroom.
Yeah, and it's a concern. But you see, constitution yourself so we can have it to B school, provided you follow the guidelines. So, almost said, your public school plan, trade day schools, no way is different, and there's nothing wrong. But of course, the concern is where a school is only interested in uniform, and therefore Monday Munche blue, Tuesday Munche red, and Wednesday Munche, I know there is a source of concern. What it adds to the development of the child in the school. Now we know it has come to be accepted. Say, Friday they should be in their sports kit. Fantastic. It means that part of the day on Friday will be devoted to physical activities. But the Koba said, you have uniform for the different days of the week there. It's a concern. But you see, parents in a piano, someone complain, yeah, Tiabon, you know, I dare not, and yeah, they should rather raise the issue, say, this is the way they are being treated in the school. Because, and for the private schools, of course, if that is what is happening, you ask yourself, say, you are providing a school as a social responsibility. Would they Buama and Kwalebi? That is the only school available. I hope will be a baby now. One here and after also over a public school. Maybe no travel some distance. Maybe I won't penny. But that doesn't mean a busy school. Maybe a newly developed area now. No, sorry.
The entire Kanesano, there's a particular school. Baby to say Ashalabutri around the old town. Na Ekuta and Kwalabe say 1,500 getting to 2,000. Na Friday when Kwano Yaje Aqualano 150 cities for the Friday wear. Na a Thursday wear just one top na ya pema Aqualani dis in the shorts or the one of dadano. 100 cities. And sana ni school uniform Monday to Wednesday no so uniform no so a yet 35 cities per yard. It was I was say school and kwada your friend is saying almost 2,000 now Friday were 150 Thursday were 100 cities just the top na school uniform 35 cities. You're printing in such a way so say also free China or they buy stretching the kids. Then school pass a coffin kwalani ba ufat trot the free hako and taxi the free hako less than 10 cities. And so by calculating school no year bus a different kwalano. Now it works at the same distance. There's 20 cities. So it's like you need a crime beer, you bet me a guideline beer. A big guide the proprietors of various schools one for uniform, any other allied services, and for NCC parents
Oh, I know you bet me that initiative maybe parents or because school no community, person was send your bear and then over to our bomb by. So, and she said, parents now, you decide one I said, woman complain. Yeah, no, we interfere in the.
Obase, say, Bibia, a social implications. Na make us a state agency to say Ghana Education Service. What nothing? Say parents in complaining. Yeah, have you really put any research into motion to find out to say parents in complaining? They are complaining, but they are in their individual pockets. So and crystallize it, emanating your voice. And until one would have thought
they don't have to complain to the school. They should complain to the education. Because if they are but at the cost no any opportunity alcohol because we have an officer for every school in every district. This now on the South number, they will do a head professor, and they will have to sit down and go. Rules and regulations, in fact, in the law, let's say, you open a school of preach based on the terms and conditions as provided by the minister for education. This must go to the attention of the minister. The school, they have the right of every child. But it looks as if people are using that to exploit some parents. Certainly, the ministry will be concerned. And then we'll have to look at the rules or the guidelines that no.
Okay, so the general thing I'm imagining see when say various directors, pupils, proprietors of various schools, you know, omu use so ancillary services no ye offer kwala no. Fache yen em say line na ye bad. You better was it for now. Right. quite unfortunate.